Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Aneta here and today we are gonna talk about promises. But before we start it, please subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this one. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. You can also join my group on Facebook. It's all linked in the description down below, so let's check it out. Okay, if you are ready, let's get started. A promise is an object with information of the current state and result of an asynchronous operation. Promise object has two properties, state and result. State can have one of the three values, pending, fulfilled and rejected. Pending is the initial state for every promise. Fulfilled means that operation completed successfully, and rejected state means that operation failed. The result property depends on the state property. Let's say that we are given a new promise. Its initial state is pending, and its result is undefined. The promise can be either resolved or rejected. If it's resolved, its state is fulfilled and its result is returned value from the asynchronous operation. If the promise is rejected, its state is rejected and its result is an error. To access promise, we will have to use then method. It will handle result if the promise is resolved or rejected. To handle only rejected promise, we can use catch method. Then returns promise again. That's why we can chain them. Then method takes up to two arguments, which are callbacks for the two possible cases of scenarios, on resolved and on rejected. And then returns a promise object again. That's why it can be chained, like in the given example. Catch method is for rejection handling. We can either use then method for each promise or just place catch method at the end of the promise chain to handle any rejection that occurs. Finally, it's a method that runs right after the promise is settled, no matter if successful or not. It has no access to state and result properties, so we do not know if the promise is resolved or rejected. Finally, method is used for performing some finalizing procedures, for example, a cleanup. We can attach then to finally to handle result of a promise, like in the given example. We don't usually create promises with constructor from scratch, as nowadays asynchronous functions already return promises. We needed only to wrap older APIs, for example, set timeout function. And here you have an example how we create a new promise from scratch. To handle many promises at once, we can use promise all method. All promises are inside the array and the output is returned after all of them are resolved. Let's check out this example. We are creating a new promise with the constructor new promise. We name it iPromise. This promise takes one argument, which is a callback function, and the callback function takes up to two arguments, resolve and reject. Resolve in case of successful scenario and reject in case of an error. Let's check that out. This is the promise name, and here we have the then method. Then method can take two arguments with result we'll print it out to the console, and the second argument with the error if the promise is rejected. Success was printed because this condition is true. Now let's check the opposite scenario. I will copy this one and change its name to the promise, for example. And change this condition to not equal to B. Let's see what happens. We get an error. In this example, if we print out I promise, right away, it should be in pending state because it's gonna be resolved after 5 seconds. Let's check this out. It is in pending state at this point. Let's see, how about now? Right now it's fulfilled. And we also have the result value. Okay, that was everything for today, guys. Please subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comments what do you want to see next. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one.